Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to episode 53 of the TGIF show. My name's Hugo Smokes. How's everybody doing today? I kind of started lighting up right before the intro finished because gonna be a Robusto smoke today. Got some things to do. Let's let this bad boy cook and let's see what's up with the roll call. We got my boy Epicurean Smoke Steven in the house. Good morning. Actually, I could take these off. I was just listening to the intro. Steven in the house. Oh, what a lovely surprise. Got my boy Randall in the house. Good morning, Randall. You smoking today? Over on Instagram, got Joey in the house. What's up? What's up, Joey? Where you been? Got my boy Kuno. Got Realm Cigars in the house. My brother from the UEA. Hell yeah. Good morning. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to be smoking a Robusto. Got the Robusto, the Oliva. All right, how many people pronounce this one Olivia? How many people? And Olivia right here. So it's the Oliva Connecticut Reserva in a 5x50. Just a phenomenal smoke, to be honest with you. What's up, Hiroyuki from Peru? Buenos días, hermano. How are you? So after the live stream, I got a pack because we're gonna go head up to Central California to watch my my little girl. She has a volleyball tournament this weekend. It's the last one of the season. So my fiance and I are gonna head up there. And yesterday I was just too tired to pack. So yeah, so I got a few hours before we take off. So I decided to go with the Robusto. Cigar Scope just posted a review on the Romeo y Julieta #1. When the video dropped, I was barely waking up, so I gotta check it out in a bit, bro. Hiroyuki says good morning on Instagram. Good morning, bro. But let me know what you guys are smoking. As you saw the title, we're going to be talking about what makes a cigar profile or a cigar a great smoke for you, an enjoyable smoke. So, kind of start thinking of how you describe a cigar that you would really enjoy or you typically enjoy. I typically describe like a profile, right? So, but let's check what the chat has to say here. Chillin' Moose. All right. Was it chillin'? I know that's like a really budget friendly cigar, right? Like a few bucks. And I think it was where was it? Who had that one? Pig Jimmy. Pig Jimmy had a Frugal Friday with the Chillin' Moose. So smart man. Remote day on a Friday. Can't go wrong with that, man. My boy Louis in the house. What's up, Louis? What are you up to, bro? Hooked on phonetics work for me. Yeah. Olivia. These are Oliva. De Gilberto Oliva, right? Nicaragua. What's up, my boy Dollar on Instagram? Good morning, bro. What's cracking, bro? What's cracking? What's going on? I haven't seen you post any cigars, bro. Have you been smoking? Um, but for those who haven't seen my review on this, it's available on my YouTube channel. I really enjoy the cigar. Um, I don't know if these cigars are like I hardly doubt they're like overstocked because they're so common, right? They're so popular. Just the brand itself, Oliva, right? From the I don't know, from the Alphabet Soup OG uh lines, right? And the Millennials to the what's the other one? Oh, Master Blends. You know, they're really popular amongst people. I think I don't think they're overstocked, but I like having them even fresh. They're pretty good. So I would think that even if you keep them like a few months, they take off some of the edginess. Julio, buenos días. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Um, my boy Dollar says he likes to smoke in peace. What gauge is that? This is only a 50 gauge, bro. It's a Robusto 5x50, quick little smoke. It might look bigger on camera. I don't know, but should have turned off my light. But see, this is my hand. Here's my finger. So it's not that thick. It's that's what she said. No, that's not what she said. It's a 50 gauge, bro. It's just a Robusto 5x50. The staple of cigar profiles, right? Yeah, it's just the angle of the camera, bro. So it's not that it's a 5x50. I don't like smoking anything honestly bigger than like a 54, 56. Um so I usually stay with 50, 52 the max. 48 is money, 49 depending on the cigar, right? Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, there's just too many cigars, for everybody to cover, man. So we gotta we gotta handle it like a team. It's like, hey, this guy's got like these cigars, this guy's got those cigars, and honestly, personally, I'm really intrigued to see all of your fucking Cuban reviews, bro. I just really want to see um your take on them because I know your cigar. Uh, your preference on cigar profiles. So just kind of curious to see what you think of those cigars, you know. But yeah, got my cup cup of coffee like always. Don't talk to me until I've had my cigar from CI. Yeah, I think that might have been the consensus last night on that Felipe Gregorio, right, from Cigars on Bandit. I haven't had any. I didn't jump on that hype for that anniversary blend, the 30th. But I do want to visit it, you know, later on the road. We'll see what happens. Nice. Yeah, it makes sense. Buenos dias. Pinch. I get it, bro. Awesome, awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Smoking some shades right now, but I went I mean, other than the creaminess on this cigar, like the smoke output, it's just so sexy, bro. The burn line is awesome. You know, obviously you can get these at the outlet side for like what, like I've seen them as low as like 350 a cigar. When like at fucking B&M's they're like 11, $12, right? But it just goes to show you, bro. Just gotta look where to find them. Um, yeah, man. And for example, like you know, you have the luxury of being able to smoke. I'm assuming like while driving to work, driving home from work. So that's fucking awesome, dude. Like, um, as a recent smoker that smokes in the car, I appreciate that now. Like, you know, but I usually, you know, for my drives, um, I just tend to go for like the shorter smokes, like Rothschild stuff like that, right? Coronas. But yeah, I heard a lot of good things about those lots. I don't think I've had any yet. Had several Perdomos, but not the lot series. Might have to pick some up whenever I could find them because they're also kind of scarce, right? I think those sell out like lightning. Miguelito el Carpintero. Good morning, bro. How you doing, bro? What you doing? Paperwork at work? Paperwork at work. Epicure868 on Instagram, my boy from the magical island of Trinidad and Tobago in the house. What is up, bro? What you got going on? Yeah, Carpi, how's the palate after that Felipe Gregorio, bro? Cheers and beers, boys, says Epicure868. How's the palate after that Felipe Gregorio? Um, it's crazy. Crazy how you know there's that banger and then it's like eh. We got Shansica Smokes in the house. What's up, Sean? What are you up to this morning, bro? I lit up Oliva 5x50 Robusto. Uh, this is a staple in my humidor, bro. I keep these around. Nice little cigar. Cedar, pepper, super creamy, lots of smoke. Goes well with coffee in the morning. So for me, a cigar that I would say it's a great cigar, or it's a cigar that you know left an impression on me, if I could summarize it in one word, I would say dynamic. A dynamic cigar profile. What does that mean? Dynamic means, that it changes, right? There's changes to it. So, um, whether it be in the actual tasting notes, which are totally subjective, right? That kind of, I mean, unless like Epicurean Smoke says you're fucking tasting metal and what is it, pocket change? Um, they're really subjective to, like, I don't know, chocolate versus coffee, uh, fucking raisins versus fucking prunes. I don't know, something like that. Cherry versus strawberry. But a cigar that's dynamic, you know, first of all, that I would want a cigar to at least change once in the profile, so like half and half, right? Typically, we review a cigar and it's like in thirds, just because we just want to come back and say like, "Hey, I got to change," or "No, I don't have a change." Sometimes it happens in the middle of the cigar, and it's happened to me before plenty of times, right? And I was thinking about this because I just smoked the Padron 60th anniversary, which is a phenomenal cigar. It's an expensive cigar. Um, just because I rated a single or a double pickup doesn't mean that it's a bad cigar. I said it in the video, it's a great cigar. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, um, from what I was hearing, it was like, well, the cigar for mostly everybody started off like kind of like as far as like spice, kind of like the Foundation's Night Commander, which started off like with the nicotine pepper punch, and then backed off, and then came back for me, right? But that was not the case with the 60th Padron for me. It was just like that spice was like on it throughout the whole cigar. Um, and the thing is that it wasn't like a off-putting spice where, like, it's just like it just killing your palate. It was a spice that was like hitting you and then kind of backing off, hitting you and then kind of backing off. Kind of like with, if you eat spicy food, it has an initial hit and then it just kind of like tapers off. But it was just constant, 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 constant. So I would have wanted that cigar to like change and the intensity, you know, chill out for a bit, somewhere in the middle, maybe, then come back at the end. It's fine. So that for me would be like a cigar that I would be like, oh, that cigar has got a great profile. That cigar was great. Aside from having a balanced profile, get some other notes in there uh, to balance out the spice, the earthiness, the stuff like that. You know what I mean? What's up, JB? Good morning, bro. What you smoking, bro? Is it Oh, it's Fuente Friday. All right, Hemingway, huh? Hemingway, nice. JB smoking a Hemingway. All right, Sean, be careful, man. Don't get into an accident. I don't have insurance, bro. Um, Let me record this smoke real quick. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think, you know, is a cigar profile that you would call an awesome profile. What's up, Peter? Good morning, puppy. Got Sips and Sticks in the house. Good morning, bro. What's up? What's up? What's up? Roll call, roll call. Hey, you know where I got that roll call thing from? This is gonna kind of like, say my age and shit, but I used to listen to Power 106 in the morning when I was a kid, getting ready for school. And the Baker Boys, it was like these two Latino boys, and they would always have like that fucking roll call in the morning. I'll be like, all right, it's time for me to fucking get up and get ready for school. Like, damn, man, back in the day, that was the technology, right? Your fucking boombox. Oh wait, did my February distributing wire shelves right now? Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not fucking huge wire spools, because fucking Enzo, man, fucked up his hand. Hey, that shit was funny. He was like, "This is my normal hand. It's all fucking crooked," and he's like, "This is my fucked up hand." I'm like, "So what's the fucking difference, dude?" Like, it's. I was like, "Fucking Enzo, dude." Like, he's so impatient, bro. I was like, I mean, he was like, I wasn't expecting the roll to be that heavy. I'm like, that motherfucking roll is heavy, bro. It weighs like, I don't know, like what, 150 pounds, maybe? I don't know, 200 pounds. It's crazy, bro. He's a fool, man. I was like, fucking Enzo, dude. What's up, Ben? Good morning, bro. Buenos dias, Benito. Are y'all getting the Rare Finds Padron? Haven't looked into it yet. I think, did you post it on the chat? I think I saw you post something about a Rare Finds. But what is the deets on that? Let me see. I could probably look it up right here. Padron Rare Finds. It comes in a nice box, right? Um, shit, my ass just dropped. Hey, when that happens. Um, okay. At the Tobacconist of Greenwich, is that the one? Um, okay. Yeah, I think that's the one you posted, bro. Tobacconist of Greenwich. Tobacconist. What's up, Cali Cigars? Good morning, bro. How's it going? Let's see. Oh man, that case looks awesome. Let me share this because it looks nice. Um, hold on, Cali Cigars. I'll be right back. So Padron, A Hammer, uh, and a Dream heading to Tobacconist of Greenwich next month. It's a 6x54 Toro. Uses the Padron band. And it says that it's the first size ever for a family reserve edition. Obviously, both come in a natural and Maduro versions. What's up, Johnny Slim on Instagram? Good morning, bro. And they're gonna go for $59 each. Boxes of 10, so $590. Total of 1,000 boxes. That looks nice, bro. That looks nice right there. Yep. Nice lacquer finish. So they're gonna do a dinner. $750 charity dinner includes 7 cigars. One of these cigars, and other rare cigars that will come in a box. The name refers to Padron's little hammer. Jose Orlando Padron passed away in 2017, left Cuba in 1961, first heading to Spain before landing in America in 62. A friend asked if he had any carpentry skills and then gave him a little hammer. After 2 years, he saved enough money to start Padron Cigars, which began with one roller in Miami. And they're taking pre-orders on that thing. That thing looks nice. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it what the availability of it is. But we got my boy Cali Cigars in the house. What's up, bro? Good morning. Roll call sounds like jail. Right? Sound out. Sound out. Mm. What's up, Tiberius? Box is sick. Hell yeah, that shit looks nice, bro. Nice box, bro. Lacquer finish. Looks sexy. I would want to fucking wax that thing more than my car and shit, right? um, I've only tried one Esteban Carreras, and it was a Maduro for sure. Something about like cowboy or Wild West or something like that. Um, it's been a while though. Um, and that cigar, it did not go well for me, so I haven't really sought them after that. So, but Soga de Oro sounds promising. Hell yeah, Uncle Lou. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys refer to as a awesome cigar profile. Like, what do you guys like? I know Uncle Lou, you like the spice. I've seen some of your videos. Uh, the first draw, like you're already retrohaling, right? So you want that spice, which is cool. A lot of cigars have spice, so I think you definitely will not have any issues finding a cigar that suits your palate. That's for sure. But for me, like I mentioned, I like a cigar that I like a cigar that's dynamic, right? That changes. I don't like I like the spice, but I don't like it to be like throughout the whole cigar. I want it to change. Um and of course some nice nuances up in the house, you know what I mean? Speaking of spice, this cigar has definitely some nice spice on the retrohale. Not mad at it though. Um it's not a very aggressive spice or off-putting. It just like coats the sinus. It's more on the retro than on the palate on this one. So, and it's very creamy. So I mean, it's a nice balance. So that's kind of like what I don't mind having. Cuba. That's right. What's up, Edgar? Good morning, bro. Good morning. What are you doing, bro? You're working from home, right? What's up, Matt? It's just in Oliva Reserve, Connecticut. Robusto. Um, Taking off for the weekend up to Central California. So gotta rip this one and then pack because I was too lazy last night. Then I started watching a fucking movie, dude. The movie's called and it's on Prime. AK-47 Kalashnikov. So it's about the fucking Russian dude, the Russian soldier Mikhail Kalashnikov that invented the AK-47. Pretty cool movie if you're into um, guns, weapons, rifles, or if you like war movies, which doesn't really tell like a war story. It's literally just like the process of the of how he ended up with the AK-47. So I stayed up by myself because I like watching those type of things. My girl was like, "I'm out." Hey, bro, you gotta keep it gotta keep it clean. So Hound Dog says a great cigar profile for him is bready, baking spice, caramelly, nutty. Oh, and buttery. Yes, that describes a very nice profile there. Yeah, depending on the intensity of the baking spice, right? It might balance out the other notes, nuances nicely. Phenomenal. Hell yeah. Um, Fucking described a fucking Atabay right there, dude. A fucking Byron Elegante's 21st century. Um, I look for raisin, plum, stone fruit, and maybe butter bread notes. The only thing on those raisin notes for me is that sometimes they start off pretty nice, like you can get that raisin note, but then for some reason, some cigars that have a raisin nuance to them, for me at least, they tend to get a little bit like bitter on that note for some reason. And then that's kind of when it's like, but sometimes like, you know, that raisin note has transitioned into like a citrus zestiness, right? Whether it be like uh, grapefruit, orange, lime, lemon zestiness. You know, you get that nice little almost what floral type of spice, kind of. I don't know, but yeah. So a lot of cigars have like that raisin note, right? Amazon Basin, um, Placencia 149. Um, what else? Where else have I kind of found like a raisin note? More like on the darker shades, right? And stuff like that. Que pasa, papi? Good morning, bro. What are you smoking? See now, like JD, your cigar, you like more bolder cigars than me for sure. I know that. You know, not that you like the salsa spice, right? But then you know, like you're smoking that fucking Dubai. Which did you light it up? That fucking Dubai is phenomenal, dude. Like that thing is like so good. I didn't find it like to be too spice heavy, right? Um, but yeah, Have you watched SISU? No. What is that? Hey, yeah, exactly. Recently picked up buttery. That's been pleasant. Baking spice always nice. Yeah, yeah. Butter notes. You get that like salty, like kind of like I call it like milk fat. Because I'm used to like what's up, my boy Alex and Cigar Gal Tiff on Instagram. Good morning. I don't know. I like eating the rice pudding at home, homemade, and I always like that thick fat layer that builds on top of it. A lot of people don't like it, from when you get like boiled milk and stuff like that. I fucking love that thing. In Spanish, we call that nata. So it's the fat buildup, right? Um, that to me, I've gotten like some of those notes on or something that reminds me of that milk fat that some people would call like a buttery note, right? Which is what butter is, right? Milk fat, I think. Alma fuerte, yeah, for sure. Oh, JD is definitely a fucking man, a real man, dude. He's fucking like high teeth, bro. Have you seen his fucking American speedos he rocks at the beach? Phew. It's like, is that a fucking banana in there? God damn. And debatable. So this guy right here, I don't know. I haven't really kind of like deciphered his palette. Edgar, I don't know. I'm still kind of like, so tell us what your preferable cigar profile is that you would say like, oh, that was an enjoyable smoke. My boy Alex Chapito, he's calling me Chapito. Chapito means shorty, right? So because they call it El Chapo, right? Chapito, he's a short guy. But yeah, laugh out loud, Sisu. I don't know what you're saying, DC. You and your fucking jokes, bro. You nasty. Why? Because I like the fat buildup, or what? So Steven likes coffee, cream, hay, cedar, caramel. Hay is a particular note that you pick up from Cubans, right? I think most Cubans have at least like one segment where you pick up some hay, and it's great, and it's not like a fucking hay where like, hey, I'm a horse, I'm eating fucking hay. I don't know. It's like this, uh, uh, I guess herbal, grassy type of thing where like especially on like on the retro hill, I picked that up a lot on Cubans. Really nice note, and then obviously the other tones on the cigar are phenomenal, right? Um, but let's say like a QD versus a Monty. Monty, I think you would pick up more earth, coffee, even like some woody notes that you would call maybe cedar, maybe like oak, hickory, but definitely the Monty's got like more like earth and coffee for sure. It's got some hay notes, um, or something similar, right? Now the QD is more of hay, cedar, caramel, cream. I think maybe some like light roasted coffee notes, but not as bold as or bolder notes as the Monty, in my opinion, at least, right? Um, it's not a banana; it's a Philippe Gregoire. Okay, I'm back in the saddle. What's up, Camping Cigars? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Tell us what you like smoking, bro. So this cigar lost the creaminess here, like in the middle, right? It went all the way to like pretty much the middle. So at the first third, didn't really change. In the middle is when it started getting a little bit more cedary. Now getting like a citrus punch on the palate, like a white pepper, cumin spice. So it's a little bit dynamic. It's not linear. And at the price you can get these cigars, phenomenal, right? It could be an everyday smoke. I mean, depending on your mood, right? Or what time you're smoking it. Wow, I just showed up late and I'm on the only one that hit the like button. Hit the like button, bro. There should be like 150 likes right now. I'm kidding. Yeah, let's get the algorithm going, man. So, Sosa, shoot us with your preferred cigar profile, bro. We know you're a fucking pepperhead. You like that spice. You want to get chorro after halfway into the first third, right? You want that bubble guts. And again, because you have a background on smoking cigarettes, so maybe I don't know. There's some other people that smoke cigarettes don't like that, like Enzo. Enzo smoked cigarettes for a few years and he didn't like that. I smoked cigarettes for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I hate cigarette smoke right now, bro. So Tiberius is saying buttery, bready, some spice through the retro, hot chocolate, and creamy smoke. There's only been one cigar that I picked up like a hot chocolate note, and it was like, I don't know. Some people say it's Mexican hot chocolate. It's hot chocolate. I can't remember what the name of this, what cigar that was, but yeah, it was very pronounced. Then we got Tiffany over here. She kind of into like the Sosa profile, right, Tiff? You like the more bolder type of cigars. I've seen like the cigar she smokes, like I think she likes like Espinosa profile, which is very punchy. She likes some war fighters. Obviously she smokes those what is it, Valor cigars, which I've never smoked. I don't even have any. Um, but interesting just to like talk about how everybody enjoys their cigar in different ways. Um, and good thing for us that there's a cigar profile available for every one of our needs. Basically, you just got to find it. There's so many cigars out there. Okay, cool, because I'm not getting it, bro. Sorry, I'm into the fucking cigar profile talk. I've done that a couple times, bro, where like I'm like I close the chat and I'm like, did I like it? I'm like, wait, I gotta check. It's weird. So many videos, bro. So many videos. I'm still trying to figure out my profile too. My palette is still developing. I like balance, but with transition complexity. But I definitely like Brady with some decent baking spice. Yeah, 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 yeah. It makes sense because we've had several conversations. We've smoked together several times. But let's say for you, like, you know, um, just in general, you can say like, I like a mild bodied cigar. I like a medium bodied cigar. I like a bold cigar. Like for me, like my go-to, like let's say would be like somewhere in between mild to medium plus. If I had a choice, right? So But yeah, it's true because you're kind of like still getting into the. Obviously, you smoked cigars in the past, but you're getting back into it, and now with all these, uh, influences from everybody in the cigar community, you're kind of like, damn, dude, there's a lot of choices, right? Your palate might be confused. And that's a nuance or or a note that not a lot of people enjoy, Lou. I myself enjoy it as long as it's not like super off-putting, like the LFD anniversary 10th anniversary that I smoked. Fucking cigar was like just floral notes from the beginning, bro. Like it was just like too much, man, too much. And if it's in the first third, then it backs off and it comes back in the final third, it's fine. Or if it just shows up like in the second third, that's fine. Or like, intermittent layers, it's okay, but for me at least, and it depends on the intensity of it too. If it's just like a secondary note, I can have it throughout the cigar, is fine. But if it's one of the primary notes, it's a little bit off-putting for myself. I know that a lot of people also, like, if it's too pronounced, they kind of don't like it, like the Chinchale, right? Super floral cigar, the Istanbul, uh, super floral cigar. Nice. Yeah, and obviously I've had a lot of experience with fucking alfalfa, fucking hay here at the ranch, right? There's like this particular smell. If you've ever been around that um fresh hay, like in the morning, like it's got like this aroma that's just like very nice and like I would say like almost earthy, grassy. And it yeah, when I smoke the cigars that have that profile, it just instantly reminds me of like those times where I've like fucking unloaded bales of like alfalfa for the horses, hay stacks, for cows or whatever. So, it's again, it's not that and for the people that are like trying to pick up notes and stuff like that, um it's not that it's like, oh yeah, this cigar has, it's not a fucking flavored cigar. It's a note, it's a nuance that your palate picks up that triggers a memory in your brain where like you remember, you right? Like the fresh, like the smell of leather, like the fucking boots I just bought, the snake boots, those motherfuckers, as soon as you open the box, you get that fucking whiff of leather, man, like through your sinus right away. So there's cigars that remind you of the leather smell, right? It's not like if you're fucking eating leather, nobody eats leather. Man, you guys are fucking describing some fucking banging ass profiles, bro. Hell yeah. So Camping Cigar is saying cocoa, cinnamon, buttery, bread crust, and honey, which is what he gets from the Plasencia Sixto natural. Interesting. Fucking phenomenal cigar that I think 90% of the smokers like, right? Even though it's a 660, um, a lot of us like that cigar. Depending on the time of the day or what I get from a cigar, on the lighter shade, I love bready, grainy. Oh, grain is another note that I like. I forgot about that. Kind of goes hand in hand with the grassy hay notes, right? I picked up grain note several times, and I don't mind it. Um, Almond, citrus, coffee, any pepper at it, that would be a plus for you. So that profile that you describe is a pretty nice balanced profile. Um, I would say it's not very sweet because you get like a natural sweetness from almonds and cashew notes, kind of maybe even the bready tones, but it's just a minimal note, right? You don't want like an attack of sugar like the fucking acids or the new Drew Estates Dominicana, which goddamn that thing is like a fucking piece of sugar cane, bro. It's like crazy. Unless you like that type of profile, that's your jam, but not for me. What's up, Ape Herf? Good morning, bro. The darker side, lots of pepper, chocolate, coffee raisins, hints of earth, right? And that's why you like, let's say, the 149, the Amazon Basin, probably any foundation you pick up, you get a lot of those notes. Um, so we have our go-to cigars where like we can already know what that profile is, right? That we pick up. Graham Cracker, awesome. Mia, good morning, Mia. Buenos días desde Puerto Rico, chica. Smoke your best cigar in the cut. I don't know what to smoke. Bro, smoke that fucking society. Wait, did you smoke it again? The society? Because I just smoked it, after a year, and that shit was fucking good, dude. Um, I don't know, bro. Fucking Dubai, since you left Ben hanging the other day. Pick up a Dubai again. What else? I mean, fucking, you have like a whole fucking whole collection, bro. You can pick up any cigar. Who from a cigar community that you met in person surprised you? Wasn't expecting appearance or personality. Um, let me just show Mia what I'm smoking. I'm just smoking Oliva Connecticut Reserve today, Robusto. Started kind of late, and I got a little bit of time, so just a nice little Connecticut in the morning with coffee. Um, Vlada. I think Vlada. Um, it was nice meeting Vlada in person at the HQ Baller Lounge. You would think that you would have like conversation about cigars the whole night with Vlada, right? But it was more of a everything conversation, bro. From fucking cigars to pairings to business to fucking inventions to that guy is like a fucking he's like a I don't know, dude. He's like an idea machine. He's just got like so many fucking ideas coming. He shot us so many things that he's working on, and we gave him our input. Um, it's just a fucking phenomenal guy, dude. Um, I really do appreciate uh him showing up and smoking with us. And you know, the thing about Vlada is that we offered him fucking you know Cuban cigars, like whatever there was there, like from regionals to what do you call it, to like regular production, right? He totally turned those down and took an Amazon basin for me. Took a Placencia from I don't know who. He just really wants to compare just New Worlds against his cigars because, and it makes total sense. Like, you know, he just smokes New Worlds because he wants to better his product. He's like, well, I'm really not gonna appreciate that Cuban because like I'm on the hunt for something else. And I'm like, that makes total sense. I get it. But yeah, just a very down to earth dude. Fucking. I'm sure if I ever go to Vegas, he's like, we'll link up. Hopefully, Master Your Ashes there. We can link up or something. From Mexico, I never, dude. I wow, that fucking Ron Mexico, dude. Like, I picked up a they call it the Poor Boy sampler from CI a long time ago, bro. Bunch of Churchills, fucking Dog Rockets, bro, and there was a Ron Mexico in there or two. Uh Bad experience with that cigar, bro. I don't know how you guys like it. Grape soda, artificial grape soda, some fucking Springfield, bro. Knockoff Welch's or what? What cigar was that? Do you remember? Better Bout. Good morning, bro. What's up? Pigeonhole me from enjoying a cigar, from what it is, the endeavor to describe and analyze the cigar. Um, yeah, and that can be attributed to several things. You know, I got a buddy that he's got a wealth of Cuban cigars, getting into New World cigars. He's been smoking a lot of New Worlds from everything. I don't know at what pace he smokes these cigars. Um, but I have a feeling he kind of like burned out his palate on these cigars for some reason and isn't really enjoying them. Because some cigars that should be like decent smokes, he's kind of giving me feedback where like it's like, oh, that cigar super sucked, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I maybe revisit it. Did you have a cigar before that? Um, you know, what's going on? Are you like overworking your palate? Sometimes we need a break. Or sometimes we need a change in scenery for our taste buds. Get it like a palate cleanser. So, that's a question that I ask you. What's your typical, routine for smoking cigars? And no. Okay, come on. My fiance is leaving. She wants to give me a kiss. Look at her. Toxic smokes. Damn, shots fired. What's up, Alex? Buenos días, señor. Good morning. Um, Mia says, I did enjoy a poto with diesel, puro estali, and a piece of chocolate. Oh man, that chocolate and cigars are a great pairing. It's phenomenal, right? I don't know. It's like it's a nice balance. Diesel cigars, not for me. But I don't know if you're saying like the brand Diesel or what's up, CFT 3. Good morning, bro. Oh wait, my bad. Even once I like change over time, my mood. Yeah, and maybe your palate is more dynamic than than other people's. Like meaning that it's it changes more often, right? Uh, and that's funny because if you guys saw the episode of One T with Working Man Cigars, he's saying where like he enjoyed these certain cigars early in his journey, and now he's enjoying a different type of cigars where like uh, even Connecticut light shades where you know I think a lot of people might not be into them because you might need to be paying more attention. You might need to smoke them slower. Smoke them at a certain our age to appreciate them. Um, and I've had that happen to me. I visited a fucking what was it? A Trinidad Espiritu number two a while back, or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, and it's like, damn, bro. Like I remember this cigar being like a chocolate bar when I initially smoked it, and man, it was so off-putting when I revisited. It was like, damn, what happened? And it's not that it's a budget cigar because you can get them for cheap, right? Because I revisited the Monte Cristo Monty. It's got like red. It's like a secondary band that's got Monty and red, and I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much as before, but I didn't mind it. I was like, all right, this is cool. Like I I can vibe with this as a every other day smoke, or I can pick it up and smoke it and enjoy it. And again, it's a cigar where you can pick it up for like 5-6 bucks a stick. So um, Mia says a diesel Esteli puro. See, so Mia and let's say Mayerlin cigar queens, they like fucking bold cigars, man. They like the cigars that's gonna like that give you that punch, right? Um, so those are cigars like Diesel. I think every Diesel's got like some fucking punchiness to it for sure. It's crazy. Yeah, Vlad's fucking cool as fuck, dude. And I know that you guys enjoy your life with him in person, dude. Like he's fucking a character, bro. He's funny. He you know uh I don't know, man. He's awesome, dude. He's awesome. You know, Alex, hopefully we get to smoke one day together. I think we could have fucking amazing conversations. I met the guys from Chimoli Saturday. Um, fucking nice guys, young guys at that. Different type of dynamic there, but you know, um, they're fucking good guys, man. Right away, they offered cigars. Like, hey, we got these blends coming out. We're gonna shoot them to you so you could try them. And aside from being like kind of like a marketing type of dynamic, you can tell that they're willing to like what do you call it, they're willing to build a relationship with you, which is cool. It's cool. They're not there's some brand owners where like they're very selfish, right? They're not. I don't know, it's weird. You know what, Toscano is another brand that surprised me. Not all of them, but there was like at least two that I smoked, um, and they were okay. They were for the price, not bad, bro, not bad. I've been eating chocolate with my cigars. Yeah, it's a great pairing, dude. Great pairing. Mia says, Espiritu Chochachero. That cigar was good. What cigar is that, Mia? What? Your friend Epicurean was a cool person. Yeah, Steven, he's a very likable type of personality. You know, like he's very down to earth, very knowledgeable dude. Um, and I'm not just tooting his horn. You know, I think all the guys in the cigar community that are in my circle, you know, I get along with just fine. We all have different personalities. We all have different experiences, and it's awesome to collaborate. You know, that's the word I was looking for earlier when I was talking about Chimoli. They're willing to collaborate with you. It's a nice dynamic. Yeah, exactly, bro. You know, for example, me, you know, I was smoking and reviewing cigars 3 times a week, morning and afternoon. Build a whole fucking backlog. Um, I didn't get like tired of cigars, but it's nice to like just enjoy a cigar for yourself every once in a while, which is kind of like what Cigar Scope does more than anything, right? Because if you notice, the cigar he smokes and Stogie Brody as well, they'll post it the next day. So that means that they don't have a backlog. You know what I mean? Um, because it's like on demand, right? They smoke the cigar, they record it, they upload it. So they might be smoking more Migars. Um, they're a little bit more quiet than Vlad. They're more. They'll have a conversation with you, but it's kind of like you kind of have to drive the conversation. Is the difference between him and Vlad? Vlad is just like he can just like talk a storm, bro. You know what I mean? And the guys from Chumali, like you kind of have to pick their brains, which is not a bad thing. It's just that's just that's just them. That's just the way they are. Very knowledgeable dudes. In fact, I think one of the guys is now, I forget the not Sean, but the other guy. He's the one that's actually going into the blending process of their cigars. So you know, not long. It's not gonna take long for them to actually just be coming up with their own blends, like personally, like hands on, which is fucking awesome, dude. I'm gonna start chasing my preference for ripe. Yeah, again, as far as like if you're talking about actually dissecting a cigar's profile, um, if you're a type of person where like you don't really like to eat a lot of foods. For example, there's people that they don't like onion, they don't like fucking spices in their food. You're not gonna have that taste embedded in your brain, so you're not gonna be able to pick up those notes. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. As I think at the end of the day, what matters is that if you enjoy the cigar or not, if it vibes with your palate, if it gives you a good experience, right? If you enjoy it, if it's not like off putting. But overall, smoking a cigar is it's a ritual. You should take it slow. Uh, the guy that we just had like on Wednesday, he says he rips through a Toro in 45 minutes. I mean, by textbook definition, it should take you at least an hour and 10, an hour 15. A Robusto should be smoking that fast by textbook. It takes me longer. I really slow down on. I don't like the cigar getting heated up on me because it just charges up the notes, the profile. It's the ritual of smoking a cigar should it should be an enjoyable thing, not like shouldn't be rushing through it. Is what I'm saying. So if you don't have the time to dedicate to that cigar, you probably shouldn't light up that size. Maybe take a smaller size, Rothschild, Corona, right? If you only have like less than an hour, like DC, when he first started coming on to the smoking with us, he was fucking puffing and puffing and puffing and puffing, and he was just like, bro, I'm just getting like this charredness from a cigar. I'm like, yeah, you're smoking like a fucking train, dude. Like, slow down, you know. You gotta you have to read the cigar. The cigar tells you how fast to smoke it. Some cigars you gotta smoke a little bit faster than others, to keep the cherry going. And if you have to relight the cigar, then it's okay. If you have to relight it too many times, then toss it because that cigar probably wasn't rolled correctly, too tight, right? No, but I have tried sour gummy worms, and it's kind of similar to a warhead, right? It's got that sour note. But yeah, so Mia saying the Espiritu number 2 was good. Yeah, for me it was good when I started my journey. I revisited it. It wasn't. I didn't like it. It just had like these. I the profile just was off for me. Another cigar that I should probably revisit that I enjoyed earlier in my journey was the Rocky Patel Sangro Maduro. You know, Toro. You can get it in. Again, you can get it at a stellar deal for a few bucks. But interested to it's interesting to see how your taste for cigars evolves over time. It should Mia on Instagram says it should be a memento, enjoy and don't overthink the flavors or anything. It's a time to relax. Yeah. You know, I the content creators, we're always talking about flavor notes, this and that. But at the end of the day, we just do it because we're reviewing the cigar. We're telling you our experience. Um there's people that want to jump on to record reviews and they're worried that they can't pick up notes. And I think that's fine, as long as you kind of describe your experience, especially whether you like it or not, whether it's in line with their palate. I think it's more important than having the ability to actually describe the flavor notes, right? Because at the end of the day, those are all subjective. Whatever flavor notes we pick up, aside from like the basic stuff, right? Fucking pepper, earth, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm usually drinking coffee, uh, mineral water. When I'm actually dissecting a cigar, when I'm reviewing it, when it's a Migar, I just pair it with anything, from fucking water to soda. Dr. Pepper's great. That new fucking Coca-Cola vanilla orange cream thing is phenomenal. Um, Spirits, bourbon, mezcal, tequila. Um, the whole pairing. Well, pepper's on the flavor wheel, so it is a note. Um, and it does have some sensation because it kind of like tingles your um your tongue, your sinus. So Mia says she'll do water. Yeah, If you're trying to dissect a cigar, you got to do something that cleanses your palate. Doesn't enhance it at all, right? Flavors are stupid. Bad flavors are stupid. Good flavors are awesome. So that was pretty much episode 53. Great input from the chat. It's always nice to know what other people like in cigars. Obviously, because we like to compare our preference with other people's, and not only that, it's like when you offer a cigar to people, to a person, you want to give them something they enjoy, right? So it's good knowing what they enjoy. So when you share cigars, trade cigars, smoke cigars together, you always want to bring some cigars so you can offer to your friends. Always practice that. Sal says, you got to have 3 cigars. One for yourself, one to trade with somebody, and then a second cigar for you to smoke if possible. So that's a good practice there. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate your guys' support. If you haven't done so, visit my Patreon. Join the free one. I just want to get the algorithm going. It's fine. Fucking free one's awesome. Like, for some reason, my friend, some people hit me up that they can't find it directly through Patreon. If you go to my Instagram, there's a link tree there, and you can search all my socials there, except for my address. But yeah, trying the Drew Estate M81 Corona tonight. Never had one before. Let us know how that goes. That's Hound Dog's favorite Drew Estate. You guys have a great weekend. I gotta go pack, gotta go get ready for this road trip that we're taking in a bit. But yeah, have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Who go smoke us is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Who goes smokes is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Who go smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring